Hey everyone, Nick with Rescue Essentials, here to show you our new flat IFAK pouch. This is a MOLLE mountable pouch designed to integrate medical into your tactical vests without taking up as much real estate as a typical IFAK pouch would. The laser cut pals on the front of the pouch allow you to attach additional pouches to the front of this, such as mag holders, tactical flashlight holders, cell phone pockets, so you can have this mounted on the front of your vest and have other components mounted on the front of this. It's an insert and sleeve design that's deployable from the left or right with the handles. The handles have plastic tubing on them to give you tactile feedback in low light conditions, so you can actually feel when you grab the handle that you're actually pulling on the handle. The insert is held in place with hook and loop strips, so it's not going to deploy until you're ready to, but a tug on the handle will remove the insert, and then you simply open the flaps up to gain access to your medical components. The top pouch has an integrated EMT shears holder that'll hold a 5.5-inch shears. The top flap pouch is designed to hold flat components like chest seals, thin H bandages, or 4x4 gauze pads. You have hook and loop retainer straps on the left, right, and top that'll hold a variety of tourniquets, soft TWs, CAT tourniquets, SAM XTs. Your main compartment here holds the remainder of your IFAK supplies: 4 or 6-inch pressure dressings, compressed gauze, hemostatics, nasopharyngeal airways, hypothermia blankets, decompression needles, and a marker for your tourniquet times. The elastic loop on the top is designed to hold nitrile gloves. The flat IFAK pouch can also be mounted on the back of a tactical vest or a gun belt and still be readily accessible from the left or right side with the pull handles. When combined with our new MOLLE head vehicle headrest mount system, it makes a great vehicle-based medical kit. You can also combine the IFAK pouch with our quick litter light evacuation litter and our hypothermia blanket to make a vest-mounted casualty evacuation kit. For more information on the flat IFAK pouch or any of our products, check us out at rescue-essentials.com. Stay safe out there.
The new STS Compact Schlischmann traction splint is designed for incidents whereby emergency medical equipment must be packed into difficult and remote locations. Ideally suited for search and rescue, wildland firefighting, and military situations, the STS Compact is extremely portable and can be applied to a patient in less than 60 seconds. It is lightweight and packaged in a 14-inch carry case that can be easily placed in a variety of medical equipment bags and backpacks. And the carry case has 3 MOLLE straps attached, allowing for a variety of external carry applications. The STS Compact can be applied to the patient in just a few simple steps. From peds to adults, the splint is one size fits all. For patients taller than 5 feet, extend the outer pole. Then pull the middle tube from the outer tube until the spring button snaps into the upper hole. Now apply the outer tube strap paroxysmal to the calf or patella. Next, we'll apply the groin strap, adjusting it until it is snug around the upper thigh. Now you're ready to apply traction. Gently pull the T-handle cord for traction until pain relief is achieved. Lock the cord in place by pulling it down into the V-notch of the inner pole. You can then secure the loose end of the traction cord by wrapping it around both cleat wings. Last, stabilize and pad the injured limb for comfort. The Schlischmann pressure wrap is included to help with rotational stability. Be sure to monitor circulation, sensation, and movement and make any necessary adjustments. The STS Compact Schlischmann Traction Splint, a compact, highly portable, rapid application solution.
The wound pack is very similar in size to a 4-inch pressure dressing, But unlike a 4-inch pressure dressing, the WoundPak bandage system contains a selection of components that will allow you to manage a wide variety of wound types and sizes. Inside the WoundPak, you'll find the following components: 4 4x4 gauze pads, a 5x9-inch ABD pad, a pack of compressed Z-folded gauze that's 4.5 inches wide by 4.1 yards long, 36 inches of peelable duct tape, and a 3-inch elastic bandage with Velcro closure. For small to medium-sized wounds, you can use the 4x4 gauze pads to stop the bleeding and bandage the wound. And then you can use the 3-inch elastic bandage to secure the 4x4s into place. If you've got larger surface area wounds or abrasions that are too big for the 4x4, you can utilize the 5x9 ABD pad to manage those wounds, and then again secure into place with the 3-inch elastic bandage. The elastic bandage has a Velcro closure to help secure it into place. But if you find yourself in an austere environment, a hunting trip, backpacking, hiking trip, field operations, anywhere where you're going to have a long trek out to your vehicle to get to definitive care, you can utilize the duct tape wrapped around the top of the elastic bandage to help secure it into place. If you have deep wounds that have a tissue space, then you'll need to pack that wound space in order to get sufficient pressure to the bleeding vessels. And that's why you have the pack of compressed gauze in the kit to be able to pack that wound. You can then use the 4x4s or the 5x9 ABD over the top of that, and again, secure it into place with the elastic bandage. The main use of the compressed gauze is for packing a wound space. But you can also use the compressed gauze, just like you would roller gauze, to wrap a wound. So if you have wounds on spaces where you don't want to utilize or can't utilize the elastic bandage, you can wrap it with a short section of the compressed gauze and then utilize some of the duct tape to secure it into place. This is great for smaller areas like fingers, hands, necks, forehead, any place where you may not want to use the elastic bandage to secure your dressing into place.
The TrueClot line of training products from Rescue Essentials features wound packing trainers that can be packed dry or wet to accommodate a variety of training objectives. Use TrueClot blood simulant and simulated hemostatic gauze for an even more realistic experience. Learn more about all the TrueClot products at rescue-essentials.com.
The Trauma Cap from Rescue Essentials conveniently maintains pressure to treated head wounds. Once gauze or dressing has been applied to a wound, apply the cap with its anchor point in the back. Firmly pull the attached elastic bands forward and secure them to the front of the cap. Fastener straps should be applied for additional compression across the scalp. Optionally, a fastener strap may be used under the chin. Easily apply sufficient, consistent pressure to treated head wounds with the Trauma Cap from Rescue Essentials.
There are a variety of medical incidents that require the use of a traction splint. However, many older traction splints can sometimes be time-consuming and difficult to apply. The updated Slishman Traction Splint Gen 2 was designed to overcome many of these operational difficulties, and its unique design makes it the fastest splint to apply, thus reducing on-scene times. There are no poles to assemble or mechanisms to set up. The STS can be applied in less than 60 seconds with 4 simple steps. First, extend the pole. Now apply the ankle strap. Next, apply the groin strap. and finally pull the cord for traction. It's that simple. The STS's traction mechanism is located at the patient's hip, and femur traction is applied by extending the pole segments. This creates a pushing force on the ankle strap instead of pulling distally from the foot as with conventional traction splints. Weighing in at only 17 ounces, the STS is lightweight and compact and takes up little space in vehicles or aircraft. The compact design also means the STS can remain safely contained within the board, litter, or basket, and it does not extend past the patient's foot, thus keeping it safe from door strikes. Since the STS can work with both adults and pediatrics, there is no need to carry two sizes. And with the traction being maintained at the hip and not the foot, traction adjustment can be easily accomplished for maximum patient comfort. The STS is radiolucent. There's no need to remove the splint for patient imaging or exam. The STS can remain on the patient all the way to surgery. The innovative STS traction splint, a fast, easy-to-apply traction splinting solution that minimizes on-scene times and maximizes patient comfort.
Hey, Nick from Rescue Essentials here today to take you through our new Paratus Tactical Medical Pack. The Paratus was designed specifically for the tactical EMT carrying a BLS loadout with options for IV and or AED carry. You'll see from the outside of the pack there are laser cut PALs on both sides and the full back of the pack. So if you want to attach anything onto the externals of the pack for rapid access, you have plenty of mounting places to do that. So tourniquet holders, IFAKs, soft litter carriers, anything like that can go onto the back of the pack. There's two nice padded handles on the top and the side. So if you're running the Paratus like a jump bag, it's very easy to remove from your car or carry to the patient. If you are running it as a backpack, you can very quickly deploy the backpack straps and set it up for backpack carry. The front of the pack here, we've got a large loop panel on the top for any identifiers that you want to put on there. And unlike most packs where you see a horizontal zipper here that accesses the external compartment, on the Paratus, we move that to a vertical. This is a great pocket for large flat items like large trauma dressings, burn sheets, heating pads, blankets, anything large that you want to carry. You can easily fit into this, and you can access the full length of the pocket, so you don't have to dig down in here past something in order to get to something on the bottom of the kit. On the outside of the pack, we also have a handle here so that when you are opening the Paratus, you don't have to reach and pull on the zipper every time you open the pack. You can grab the handle. That helps with the life of the zippers. You can also put a beaner on this handle if you're in an aircraft or a vehicle and clip this so that the pack will stay open for you. On the inside of the Paratus pack, there's a number of features that help you organize your medical gear. On the inside over here, we have a EMT tools holder that's integrated into the side of the pack, which will allow you to hold your small items that normally can easily disappear in your med module. So things like thumb forceps, Kelly clamps, pen lights, Lister bandage scissors, things like that can all be stored right here so you don't lose them. On the top inside of the pack, there are two small pockets that are designed, I mean, you can hold a lot of things in these, but we designed them for gloves and for a headlamp. So if you are operating at night, you come up on scene of an MVA, you open the pack up, the first thing you can go for is a headlamp and gloves. They're right there where they're easily accessible. On the right side here, on the inside, we have an EMT shears holder. That will hold us up to a 7.5-inch EMT shears. So again, that's right there when you readily need it. And then these elastic loops on the inside were specifically designed to hold iGel airways or liter bags of solution or chem lights for triage or scene illumination. The Paratus comes included with 7 modules. So you have 1 large, 4 medium, and 2 small modules. Unlike top-loading modules where you have to dig down through the module to get items at the bottom, these modules are not only front-loading, they're clear view windows so you can see what's inside of them. And when you open the modules up, you have immediate access to all of the components in the module. So there's no digging through things or taking things out of the module in order to get components that are on the bottom of them. The modules are held in place with hook and loop, so you can very easily remove them if you want to hand them off to another medic. And you have color-coded handles, and you have a 5-inch loop strip on the front so that you can label the modules. The Paratus comes with a set of standard labels that you see here, but these are standard 4-inch, 5-inch name tapes that you can have made in a multitude of places. So if you want to do your own custom name tapes, you can do that. Or you can just simply say, grab me the module with the yellow handle. The large module was designed specifically really as an airway module. So to give you an idea of the capacity of this, in here I have a BVM, OPA set, NPA set, suction, and a cric kit. Your 4 medium modules you can use for a variety of things. In this example, we have orthopedic injuries, IV, diagnostics, meds and accessory items, a small minor wounds, and a TCCC. And again, you can kind of set this up in any way that you want to. The reason we kind of configured it this way is because when the Paratus is closed, your airway and your bleeding control is at the top of the pack. So if I have to get to something very quickly, I don't even have to open the whole pack. I can just open the top of the pack and grab that and go and be all set to go.
The Impale from Rescue Essentials is a convenient and effective way to stabilize impaled objects. Simply bend each foam half around the impaled object. Use the attached hook and loop straps to secure the foam to the object. Then use tape, bandages, or cohesive wrap to secure the impale to the patient. Learn more about the innovative and effective impale at rescue-essentials.com.
The CFAC is a new multi-use pouch from Rescue Essentials. A slightly larger version of our plainclothes carry pouch, the CFAC measures 5 by 7 inches in size. It includes 2 internal pockets, a large webbing loop, and 3 smaller webbing loops. While the plainclothes carry pouch could accommodate the soft tourniquet, the CFAC was designed to also hold larger tourniquets such as the CAT and SAM XT. The CFAC pouch can also be used as a carry system for standard first aid components and also makes a great admin pouch for your EDC items. The mounting system on the back of the CFAC pouch accommodates both MOLLE mounting as well as belt mounting in both a vertical or horizontal direction. The CFAC has a loop strip on the top front, which allows you to attach patches and identifiers. There's also PALS, which allows you to MOLLE mount additional pouches to the front of the CFAC. For more information on the new CFAC pouch, check it out at rescue-essentials.com. This is the new Rescue Essentials second generation of our universal tourniquet holder. So we've integrated some new features into this. The first you'll see is we now have a laser cut TQ emblem on the front of the tourniquet with a high contrast colored panel behind that. This allows you to adjust the contrast of the TQ label from a high contrast red to a middle contrast gray, and by removing the panel you can do a low contrast so you really don't see the TQ emblem at all. You have a full cover for the top of your tourniquet. This protects the top of the tourniquet, and it also keeps the hook material from rubbing up against uniform shirts. On the back of the tourniquet holder, we've got a standard 4-inch mod strap for mounting to PALS on a vest. You also have an integrated slot here that'll hold up to a 3-inch duty belt. So if you're mounting the tourniquet holder on your belt, you don't need the PALS to do that. You can go right through that slot, and it's a much more secure mounting. There's also another slot up on the top that is an integrated 5.5-inch shears holder. So you can slide a 5.5-inch shears in there and keep your shears and tourniquet together if you want to.